Okay, so hello everyone. Today I will bring to you guys our project topic is launching an Apple Store in Vietnam. First of all, what we come with this idea? When you're looking around your surroundings, you can see that there's a lot of Apple devices around you, like Apple, iWatch, iPhone, and iPad. So we're seeking this highly potential market for this market. And to achieve this goal, we will perform market analysis, micro and macro economics factor investigating, and cost and finance analysis. And after all of that, we will suggest a business strategy to launch a retail store. And let's dive in the market research. So instead, going with the traditional framework like Bechtel or Peter Five Forces, we perform our custom framework with 4 components. The first 2 components is iPhone supply chain and Apple retail ecosystem. Is the two it's come from the Peter Five Force. Is the supply power and rivalry power. And for the next 2 components is the consumer behavior and government regulatory. This belongs to the social aspect and the policy aspect of the Bechtel. Let's go to the Apple supply chain. So for when we're talking about the suppliers, Vietnam, us, we have a lot of factories that supply components to Apple company, and we house about 35 suppliers. We rank just after China, Taiwan, and Japan. So yeah, we are really we can consider this rank is very high. And in the future, by 2025, Apple will tend to shift the component produced of iPad and Apple Watch to Vietnam, which is a chance for us. And when we talk about the logistics, Apple is really powerful in logistics. When you order a product from the Apple website, it will usually ship to you in just a week, less than 7 days. And Apple could make this happen due to the fact that they use air freight, air transport instead of the shipping through the seaway. And although this one is quite more expensive, but it is cost effective. And when we're talking about a retail branch in Vietnam, there are 2 types of stores in Vietnam. That's when we're talking about the online store and the physical store. For physical store, there are 2 types: is the AAR and APR. AAR is Apple Authorized Retailers, and APR is Apple Premium Retailers. Vietnam currently has around 15 APR stores, but still not have an official Apple store yet. And when we're talking about the Apple distribution network, when we compare with other nations in the Southeast Asia, we see that other nation has around a few hundred of Apple stores, but Vietnam just has like a humble 15 store yet. And we consider this as a gap to us to landing in and opening an Apple retail store.
Now I will share some insights into the iPhone consumer behavior in Vietnam, a market where Apple continues to thrive. First, I will talk about the customer demand analysis. Vietnam is one of Apple's fastest growing market with record high revenues. Smartphone users in Vietnam have surged from 79 million in 2023 to a projected 97 million by 2029. This growth is fueled by a rising middle class, higher incomes, and increasing reliance on technology for learning, work, and entertainment. Recent iPhone launches highlight strong demand. On the iPhone 16 launch day, revenue hit 1.1 million VND with over 37 units sold. Models like the iPhone 16 Pro Max accounting for 85% of orders up at top zone. It shows Vietnamese consumer preference for high-end devices. Despite a modest average income of 6.3 million VND per month, many spend upwards of 35 million VND on premium models, reflecting their value as status symbol. The second thing is the key purchase drivers. Several factors shape consumer behavior. The first thing is social status. iPhones are prestige items that signal success, heavily influenced by peer recommendation and online reviews. The second thing is flexible financing. Many consumers rely on installment plan to make high-end purchases accessible. The third thing is brand loyalty. Apple ecosystem and reputation for quality, innovation, and after-sales support deepen customer trust. And the fourth thing is tech adoption. Younger demographics embrace cutting-edge features, while services like Apple Pay align with Vietnam digital transformation efforts. The third section will be about competitor analysis. Apple leads Vietnam's smartphone market with a staggering 36% share, followed by Samsung at 28%, and others brands like Oppo and Xiaomi holding smaller portion. Apple dominates through brand loyalty, high-quality products, and its seamless ecosystem, while Samsung competes with affordable premium models and local manufacturing to cut costs. Other brands target price-conscious consumer with affordable, feature-rich device via e-commerce platforms. To sum up, Apple's success in Vietnam is driven by strong brand value, innovative products, and most of all, strategic marketing despite competition from Samsung and emerging brands.
Okay, let's move to the Apple retail ecosystem in Vietnam. So as you know, that Apple, the first one is Apple retail strategy. Apple has expanded its reach in Vietnam by launching an online store in 2023, complementing a network of APRs and AARs, which stands for Apple Premium Resellers and Apple Authorized Resellers. Let me explain something. The APR, Apple Premium Resellers, is high-end stores offering near Apple Store experience. For example, the Top Zone or the F Studio. Because they are limited to just around 15 stores and they are so premium. They decoration very well, so they mainly focus on just the wealthy consumers. On the other hand, the AARs, the Apple Authorized Resellers, is a more accessible stores. For example, the 7S, the retail store, the Thế giới di động one, they offering competitive pricing and instrument plans for all range consumers. Now, let's move to the Apple online store. In 2023, Apple launched its online store, a game changer that directly connects the brand to tech-savvy consumers. The tech-savvy consumers is mainly the younger generation, the millennials and the Gen Z one. They are very comfortable with modern digital devices, software, and can quickly adapt to new technologies. The store offering exclusive services like Apple Care Plus and product engraving. The online store has strengthened the Apple presence in Vietnam's booming e-commerce market. Okay. Come along with the opportunities is of course the competitive challenges. The first one of the challenges in for Apple Store in Vietnam is that Vietnam economics is a gray market, which means that the resellers can some small retailer can sell cheaper one, but unauthorized, lack of guarantees and quality assurance. Some small sellers sells the one called hàng sách tay, which are tax evasion, or iPhone lock, which manufactured and distributed exclusive by Apple. A special feature of iPhone lock is that they are linked to overseas network carriers such as Japan or the US. Therefore, only the SIM cards from those countries can use that phone. As a result, they are completely unable to make a call in Vietnam, and their price may lower 2 to 3 times compared with normal iPhones. The second challenge is the premium competitors. Brands like Samsung, Oppo, Vivo, and other one, especially from the China, challenge Apple with competitive pricing and high specification devices. Okay, let's move to the key retail partners of Apple in Vietnam. First one, Thế giới di động, which is known as the mobile world. They have nearly 3,000 stores with Apple exclusive top zone outlets, capture a significant share of premium market, blending premium service and wide visibility. The second one, I want to introduce the Equity Shop. It is a long-term partner with financing promotions and certified after-sales service. Appeals to young budget-conscious consumers. The third one, the Cellphone. This brand has an urban-focused strategies, emphasizing e-commerce, competitive pricing, and promotion for the tech-savvy buyers, especially the young generation. They spare no expense in investing their budget in online advertising campaign on popular social networking platforms such as YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, and more. The last one is Viettel Store. As a telecom provider, it offers iPhone bundles with data and voice plans, adding value with its Apple authorized status. In some cases, if you purchase a bundle combine an iPhone and a long-term data and voice plans, the price of phones may reduce several millions Vietnam dong. And talk about the opportunities of Apple Store in Vietnam. This analysis of Apple retail ecosystem in Vietnam offers several actionable insights for our strategy to develop an Apple Store in Vietnam, which is, first one, we can expand APR stores in urban areas to meet premium demand. Secondly, we can try to enhance flexible financing and telecom bundling strategies, just like what Viettel Store is doing now. Or we can integrate digital and physical retail, focus on emphasizing seamless customer experiences.
Hello everyone, next I will discuss the regulatory and economic factor impact on iPhone retail store in Vietnam, and I only focus on the key policy that influence consumer demand. Now I will discuss some key policies. The first one is fiscal and monetary policies. In 2022, Vietnam introduced several policies that aim at economic recovery post-COVID-19, which goes to boost the consumer spending through the lower interest rate and increase credit access. For Apple, this creates an opportunity for installment payment plans, attracting a wider customer base. The second one is exchange rate. Exchange rate fluctuation has a significant consideration as they can affect import costs. Providing value-added service can help balance rising without the need for constant discounts. The third one is digital transformation and e-commerce. Vietnamese government is focusing on digital development, and I'm thinking to reach 20% of GDP by 2025, supporting e-commerce and cashless payment. A digital first strategies include the service like Apple Pay combined with click and collect option aligns with trends and reference of Vietnamese consumers. The next one is environmental regulation. Following strict environmental rules and setting up the e-waste recycling programs not only meets the legal requirement but also attract customers, boosting the Apple brand image. The last section is belong to licensing and compliance for foreign retailers. Foreign owners store must comply with licensing requirements, place marketing trials, and starting with a flagship store will minimize the risk. Additionally, transparent pricing and strong warranty policy will build the customer's trust and future expansion.
Welcome to our business strategy section. So now let's begin by considering the business strategy models. There are two models. So for us, there are two models. Firstly is the differentiation, and secondly is the cost leadership. And in our opinion, the differentiation strategy is much better because it suits Apple premium brand through innovation and quality, and also Apple's high quality standards. And secondly, let's consider our goal and key points. Firstly, we will have digital first focus and online to online integration as our main focus. And secondly, we will have some finance plans like loyalty programs and financing collaboration with local banks. And thirdly, we'll have some events like house product demo and some promoting e-waste recycling.
Okay, and the next part is the financial and cost analysis. So for this part, to have a broader picture about how price and cost affect our model, we propose two scenarios. The first scenario is the low cost approach, and the second one is the high cost approach. For low cost approach, this is a phase expansion approach, which means that for the first phase, we will selling online only, and for the second phase, we will set up a physical store. And our target customer is the mid-range customer, and we will emphasize on the affordable iPhone models, which is from 15 generation and before, and focus on a minimal setup cost. And for the second scenario, we will come up with the high cost approach, which is we will emphasize on a premium experience. We will launch a physical store from the very first year and targeting high-end customer with highlight on the flagship model and premium experience. For the first scenarios, for the phase 1, we will focus on e-commerce with minimal cost. For the fixed cost, there will be the e-commerce platform and digital marketing such as Google, Facebook, something. Third-party logistics, which we will choose giao hàng nhanh, and warehouse and maintenance. For the variable cost, which is the iPhone model, we choose from model 13 to 15, and next is the payment processing fee, the Shopee fee, which is comprised of the commission fee and transaction fee. For phase 2, we will open a physical store. Our target is about 100 meters square, and we also continue online selling too. So the cost will just adding up with the physical store as the fixed cost. And with the scenario second, which is the high cost approach, for the fixed cost, we have the store set up. We try to get to the center city. We aim to rent an area around 250 meters square with high-end design and build fully logistics. We choose a warehouse service that provided by giao hàng nhanh, and they allow us to monitor the warehouse and import and export. And for marketing, we also highly invest in the marketing, which is TV billboards, and also running ad on Google. For variable cost, we will focus on the iPhone model from 14 to 16 series, and we also have the payment processing fee like Momo, and the Shopee fee for commission fee and transaction fee. For the we also conduct an elasticity research. So we have a source from statistics data that they show a historical sale per quarter for each model of iPhone through from the year 2007 to 2018. We have that, and together with a graph that show the average price of iPhone proposed by Asinco, we together we got elasticity for each quarter, and we have using the logistic regression that we find a medium that mostly fit around them, and we find that there's a trend that elasticity tend to close to zero over time, indicating it is a reduced sensitivity to price change among the customer, and a highly implication that iPhone is become more inelastic. With this elastic research, we propose our pricing strategy that we will increase price gradually and monitoring the market and adjust the price based on that. And for the price recommendation for scenario A, for the first phase, we propose a price that is 10% above the cost, which is we have a break-even point around 175 iPhones. And for the phase 2, which is 11%, the price is 11% above the cost, which is have a break-even point of 1,500 iPhone. And we distribution the sale via 2 channels, Shopee and our online company website. And for the scenario B, because the fixed cost is very high, so we set a price up to 15% above the cost. And the break-even point is around 3,400 iPhone. And that's it for the price and cost and price recommendation.
Our business will have a vision of achieving Apple Authorized Reseller certification within 3 years, and we have 3 core values. Firstly is the customer's centricity, and secondly is transparency, and thirdly is efficiency. Our SWOT analysis have our strength as low overhead costs and focus on authenticity, but our weakness is limited brand recognition and money. But our opportunity is the rising demand, while our threat is the market having strong competitors. Our resource allocation will have mostly on marketing, advertisement, and secondly is website and application development. Finally, and thirdly is physical presence, and finally is personal and training and operational. Our KPI is mostly focusing on digital engagement, and while also focusing on customer satisfaction and the rates in which customer return to our business. Finally, we will have some attraction based on our promotion of e-waste recycling. We anticipate the market to react positively, while have some loyalty programs boosting for us. Finally, we will have some digital growth thanks to some influencers may come to our store. While we have some competitor reaction, they may promote the product more and they may have some price cuts. So there are many plans for us to consider for the competitor action. So in case of price war, we're gonna highlight our price, even though maybe higher, but it has services added value. And in case of competition through promotion, we're gonna have some loyalty perks for our customer. And in case of digital marketing, we're gonna hire some influencer for us. And our plan is to have 3 phases. The first phase is to launch digital presence. Second phase is physical presence. And thirdly is to optimize operation. So overall, our targeted audience will mostly the young Vietnamese customer who value the in-person interaction and high quality. And our long-term strategy is to enhance our loyalty program, expand store location, increase digital content. And that is the end of our presentation. Thank you for listening.